amiwrong, either my spouse is cheating, or I am a jackass. Or I guess it could be both. I am 33, have been married to my spouse, at 33 for 13 years. For almost the entirety of those 13 years, she has been a teacher, but due to the stress of the job, she just recently resigned and opened her own business with a partner, M48. Her business has been doing remarkably well, and in general this has been a time of well-deserved reinvention for herself. A lot of behavior and routine changes have followed her life goal changes. Due to the demands of running a small business, she's out of the house most of the time, and I have taken on most of the household responsibilities, including cooking, cleaning, finances, and managing the kids. I also still work full-time and on call in the ER. Admittedly, I don't do a good job with all my responsibilities and neglect many, but they are firmly my responsibility. She doesn't complain about how poorly I manage things. That's not really what this is about. Lately, she has begun to do increasing larger favors for her business partner. They eat out 3-5 times a week. They travel to nearby towns for business shopping and personal shopping. They work out together in the mornings 5 times a week. She has gone over to his house late at night to deal with emergencies, valid emergencies. There are photos. She has also begun to mentor his teenage daughter. I am a jealous person by nature, and obviously I would prefer to be spending all that quality time with her, but it's a very small business. It takes a lot of effort and time, and we knew the realities of this when she decided to open it. There is so little time in her schedule, and I desperately want as much of it as I can get, selfishly. This all came to a head when I recently took a week-long stay cat-eyeing from the ER. She is busy with the business, so obviously we can go anywhere exotic for vacation, and I am a homebody anyway. I asked that she section off any time that she could from her work so we could spend some quality time together during my time off. This amounted to 2 lunches and 1 morning, 9 and 1 to be together. I also asked that she take a day off from the gym to take the kids to school so I could sleep in one stay during vacation. She said no because it's with her business partner and she didn't have time. Admittedly, I was disappointed that we didn't get more time and else selfishly didn't get any help during my time off. Clearly, I didn't lay out my expectations, so we talked about it at the end of the week. It was a nice talk, and we definitely decided we had to be more intentional about making time for each other. She immediately made plans the same day to travel 3 hours one way with her business partner to help him buy a car on my last day of vacation and her only other day off for the week. I was upset. Talking didn't seem to have any effect in my mind. We have access to each other's devices and have had our entire relationship. I went through her messages. It's not cool. I did it anyway. There was nothing outlandish about their conversations, but some things still bothered me. Firstly, she uses pet names for him a lot. Secondly, she often asked to be invited to his house for joke reasons. Thirdly, she sends photos of herself and her fit to him for she often redirects him to continue conversations in Snapchat, which I have no access to look at either way. I'm a solitary person. I don't have many friends to talk to. I don't know that I rationalize well. I confronted her and we talked. She said she understands how it looks and she listened to me when I explained how I felt. She apologized for making me feel unsure in our relationship and she committed for her to draw firmer boundaries in her outside relationships. I accepted and apologized for looking through her phones. She accepted and we had a couple good days. Today, about a week after, I noticed that she takes all of her devices to work with her now, including laptop, phone, and iPad. I also noticed she systematically changed the passwords to all of her accounts and devices. Now I'm back on that self-doubt train. I don't know if should be suspicious again or this is just my natural consequence for snooping. Am I controlling or should I keep my guard up? Update. I don't know how to update, so if this isn't the right way, I'm sorry. I had already made up my own mind before the initial post about what was going on. The post itself was a Hail Mary to see if anyone would talk me down before me taking one of those irreversible steps or saying something out loud that I might regret. To your credit, not a single person talked me down, even after wording the post as humbly as possible. We talked. We're actually quite good at that. She admitted. It was a physical relationship. There are other details. Yada yada. It doesn't much matter now. You were right is the takeaway. She's not a bad person. She's one of the best people Ellie ever met. So I didn't give up or hit a lawyer. Not yet. I will process however I please, and for the time being she's on the same page about that. I trust that even if this results in divorce, she will behave amicably. If I'm wrong and she takes me for everything I'm worth, then whatever. My kids deserve me to be peaceful, or at least attempt to, regardless of how I feel. I've known her for 17 years, longer than Ellie been married to her, and longer than I've been alive without her. She won't screw me over because that hurts the kids too. Special shout out to my guy who said I was a catch in the comments. You're cool. I'm not an ER doc. ER social services. There's no prestige or money to fight over. If she wants half of my debt, though, I'll be happy to share. DL. DR. Yeah, she cheated. Balls in my court. I don't have a plan about what I want to do about it. Sorry, it's not more exciting.
Yeah, huge red flag. Also, hate to say it, but changing all the passwords and taking everything with her. I get he shouldn't have snooped, but brothers being left in the dark here basically constantly. She obviously doesn't communicate with him much, because she's too busy up her business partners, but she chose to use one of the last days she could spend with her hard-working husband on his vacation to help a 40-something-year-old man buy a car? Like, what? Does he need his bum wiped also? Does she have to use airplane noises to make him eat his food while she feeds him? Why the hell did she need to help him buy a car? He's a grown man. If she's not sleeping with this guy, She's at minimum having an emotional affair. They're spending way more time together than just people who are running a business together. I get startups are hard, and rife with long hours and little downtime, but you don't need to go shopping with the dude, or help him fix a sink lock or whatever. Work ends, then you go home to your family. That's how it's supposed to work. And I'm not saying she shouldn't have free time to herself. Just that all her free time shouldn't also be spent with the guy she's at work with for every other hour of the day. Yikes OP, I'm so sorry. I'd let her know she's acting strange and maybe suggest counseling together. If you said all of these things out loud to a therapist, even though you broke the trust a bit with your slip up into snooping, I feel like they'd support Hiragana letter coup feelings as well. It might help.